welcome to Shine with NJOKI, KAMANJA, KETHI, and this is the show where we believe that everyone has a light in them that is shining or is yet to shine. And what is a testimony? A testimony is a story of where you have been to where you are headed to. Surprisingly, our guest today is called Testimony. He's here to give us a testimony and to inspire us. How are you?
I'm good.
I want you to tell us your name and where you're coming from.
Well, my name is Ambassador Testimony Hilary SADIKA. I'm from, well, where I reside in Nairobi, but I'm from Busia County, but born and raised in Mombasa County.
So I should have started with Oriena.
Oriena mwana. Good.
There is no show that you start with a lawyer without giving the handshake.
That handshake is a very key thing, by the way. I was born and raised in a Christian family back in Mombasa. Before that, my parents were Catholics. Mom and dad went to a church called Winners Chapel, so we got born again. And because my parents were in the Winners Chapel church, we asked, so we just ingired like that. So what happened is I grew up knowing, fearing God. I grew up knowing very well that the do's and the don'ts ni hizi. Things to do and things not to do. So coming to campus, I came to Nairobi. So when I came to Nairobi is when now I started wavering back, you know, going back. I realized mambo mengi wakati una angaliwa na wazazi ama you are in charge, people are watching over you. That is the time that you cannot mess. But when you are far away from people, something just happened. You realize
like
uko na freedom ingine hujawahi pewa, unaona? We wacha sana nikaona freedom.
Mata.
Nakwambia, wacha nikaingia campus. Our teachers were telling us, "Ochana warembo mnaona hapa. Warembo wako campus." So when we went to campus nikaona si nimefika, si wako hapa. Nakwambia, I went back to the world in the sense that I don't remember nikilala nyumbani ama niseme kwa Nyayo in that place in the hostel.
Which campus were you in?
Alikuwa KU.
KU?
Yes, I was in KU. So I remember spending more nights outside the school than spending nights inside the school. You know, I grew up in a way, I continued up in a way that I was not even feeling guilty. Ka guilt kako ndani ndio, lakini unakahepa. Ma club za tao. Ushaikuwa member club, pako unafika unasema, mse, umepotea, na ulikuwa hapo jana. You know, it was a very interesting way of life, but I came to realize it was not that good. Manake, ilifika time that niliingia kwa ma groups zingine ambazo zilikuwa, they were not, you know, glorifying God. You know, one of the they've been saying is that curiosity killed a what?
The cat.
The cat. But this time around, it almost killed testimony. Because easy vitu, by the way, sijui kwa nini watu wanakuanga addicted nazo. Me, I didn't find them sweet, but out of curiosity, I wanted to. Because if it's cocaine, I cocained. If it's bang, I banged.
Let me cut you short. How did the whole process start? Because I believe you didn't just do it at once. Yeah.
Well, one thing with me, I think I can say I'm social, and it's a very advantageous things to me. But I can also say sometime inakuanga mbaya because with my socialism or sociality, it made me realize that I made friends in school, and mabeshte wangu wengi kuanga. Okay, that time they were poshy friends, mabeshte wa masonko, they were coming with rides. So me niliona coming up from Mombasa.
Because you wanted to look the part, like, you know? Yeah,
you know, coming from Mombasa, nimezoea hizi mambo za fun.
Okay.
So when I realized these guys are also mapati nini, I had to befriend them, unaona? And realizing I'm from coast, I was telling them how Mombasa venye kukopoa. So they were, ilianza kama plan to kwamba we need to go to Mombasa, and since you know Mombasa, you will take us. So we became friends.
Party after party.
Party after party. So ikifika happy, inafika time kwamba I won't quote the names, but there were sons and daughters of very prominent people in this country, or let me say friends of very prominent people in this country. And actually from there nika realize kwamba our mabeste, they were even sponsoring everything. You know, drinking and all this stuff is very expensive. Like hiyo makokeni nini hizo kidole hiyo kucha moja ilikuwa na cost to 50 that time, but moja haikutoshi, you'll need kama 500 mbili, then now usikie kitu. But I realized I was not spending anything. So kama mtu spend kitu unaona kama mbe they can just sponsor you get stuff. So tulishikana hivyo. So kwanza hapo nikakuwa addict. I became an addict, but addict wa pombe, you know, pombe and na makali ni nini hizi. Unajua in as much as you are trying to avoid kale ka inner voice inakwambia surely wewe mse umetoka wapi, you know, where are you going, it was still there, it was still there. But it came to a moment of time that tukaanza kutumika vibaya. I stopped now using, I started peddling. I was peddling in school, and it came to a time unafika mahali unapigiwa mlango unanokiwa, they just come, they ask a quarter, they ask 1 gram, 2 grams, you know. But I can assure you, Betty, I was guilty. And ifika time kwamba the wakubwa wanatuma paka different counties, or let me say provinces, then they were sending us, like kama mimi I used to go to Kisumu, you know. Unaambiwa shika hii mzigo, uambiwi nini iko ndani. So you just guess it's bang or either cocaine or heroin, but most likely it was cocaine, because cocaine is very expensive. So unatumwa kwa office za serikali. You know, can you imagine you are sent in a government office whereby huwezi ukashukiwa, as in when you are going there they send someone that huwezi ukashuku kuna vitu kama hizo ndani zinaendelea. But that is where the senior people they get these things from. Most of these things when they happen, I know this is a very deep secret I'm giving, but may God help us. Most of these things when they happen out of shida za vijana. The youth just realized I don't have any other way. Kama kuna the easiest way for me to get this money, let me do it. And they target the campus students and the hustlers, and they target the very sharp people. But they are inagi tu mtu hivi. You can even apply utaitwa na mtu. And it's like spying job. They ask you, can you do this 1 2 3? They do you exam. Like me, the exam I was given. The exam I was given, niliambiwa hivi. I was just in the house. Then somebody came, akaniambia, Sadika, njoo, twende nje. A friend of mine. Let me call him Kevin. Sawa. Kevin came, akaniambia, Sadika, twende nje. We went out. Hapa tu Nyayo. We went out. So when we went out, akaniambia, let's have a walk. I was like, really? Is it my unit to mix na tukula kichwa hapa, we just have a walk na wewe ni chali kama mimi.
Where are we dating?
Where are we going to? Akaniambia, no, Iza, twende. Now that is the guy who introduced me. Okay. Twende, I want you to meet a guy. So we went, akani introduce kwa one of our teachers in the school, in a place called AZ. Hapo AZ hapo kona tu, akaniambia come. Unajua huyu professor? Ngamba, yeah, you know, this is Professor so and so. Ngamba, well, this man anasema nataka kuongelesha. The man doesn't even teach me. Anaambia kitu, akaniambia, I'm hearing that hiyo center yenu, most of the people there are planning on how to cheat on exams. Wanapanga sijui kwenda kuiba sijui mtihani sijui wapi usiku. I was like, okay. Na hii story nataka uende uambie wale wenzako wote kwamba hiyo area yenu, mwambie wote kwamba we know you, we know what you are planning. So I was asking Kevo, surely Kevin, why are you bringing me to this guy just to be told ati nisiambie watu waibe mtihani? I mean, is that my work? Hiyo ni kazi ya maprof na hao ma facilitators. Then Kevo told me usiwaambie. So I was torn between two people. Two things. Should I say to make the prof happy, or keep quiet to make my friend happy? After a week, I realized they called me again. 1 week after exam imefanywa, they called me again. Kevo the guy and the prof wakaniambia wako wana smile. They were smiling and I was like, again? You brought me here again? Kevo wakaniambia, we have known that you are loyal to your friends. You know, mimi ni best yako, huyu prof hujamjua na alikwambia uende ukanyawase kwamba siri yao ya mtihani kuibia imejulikana. Actually there was no exam being stolen, there's nothing happening, but we want to introduce you to something and we want loyal people. Since wewe unaona unaweza weka siri we want to make you rich. The one who's telling you we want to make you rich, he's rich. So ukiambiwa na rich person telling you I want to make you rich, won't you believe?
Kwanza kwenye umetoka.
Alafu ukishaambiwa I want to make, I was like, Jesus, thank you for answering my prayer. So I was like, tell me, what do you mean? Akaniambia, we want to send you somewhere with a package, and this package you want to deliver, but utaenda peke yako, you're going with me, but this time nitakuwa naangalia from afar to see the way you deliver so that I correct you in case kuna mistake. So me and this guy, Kevo guy, we went. The first trip haikuwa mbali, ilikuwa tu hapa Thika. We went to Thika. Tuliingia tu gari, his own car. He has a car. Yeah, he had a car. Tukaenda Thika, tukafika mahali. Hiyo place inaitanga wapi? Uko karibu na hizi place they plant whatever.
Pineapple.
Pineapples huko. Akaniambia, unaona yule msee ako pale? The one wearing blue and something, pelekea yeye. And don't open. Pelekea yeye na usimpatie akiwa na watu, mpatie akiwa peke yake. Time him until when he is alone and give it to him. Imagine your place, watu walikuwa hapo wengi. So I had to just go nibangaize. Nimtaka akiwa peke yake, somebody anamfuata. When I'm almost coming to speak to him, somebody ameshamfikia. So I'm just waiting. And Kevo is from afar away watching over me, but sijui ako wapi because I didn't even see him. But mimi najua since ameniambia ananiangalia, he is watching over me. So me I was just knowing hii ni kama spying game, maybe kuna nakuwa recruited kukua CIA, maybe somewhere. So I was just having fun. So the guy akapata chance akiwa peke yake amekaa, pesa ka session hivi. Nikampelekea the bag. The guy just told me congratulations.
Now the guy you gave the bag?
Yes. He told me congratulations. Go back to Kevo. My heart was, you know, this like go back to Kevo. Rudi kwa Kevo. Poa. Then I went back. The place where I left Kevo hakuwa hapo. So I had to stand there. Kevo came na gari yake. Kanifungulia mlango nikaingia. He told me the same thing. Congratulations. I was given 5K.
Just like that?
Yeah, 5K. Nikaambiwa kazi just simple like that. Hii bag unampelekea hata usiongea watu ufai kuongelesha, wewe mpatie tu bag na uende. But Kevo akanibia sasa, akaniambia hizo vitu ziko hapo ndani ni mali, ni mali. So you are calling them mali. Those are drugs. So after some time I got to realize the source, or let me say before I get that, there's a person who brings it to Kevo. Kevo now, he was using me to take it to wherever the places. So Kevo was like my boss. Kevo's boss was the prof.
So even the lecturers are involved in this? Actively.
Kevo, the lecturers' boss were now ranking, going up like that. So it came to my realization, or it came to my knowledge that on top seat, the person that is making sure all these things are happening, these people are found in the top seat in the government. And it made me so sad later on, because I was involved. I didn't even know a friend of mine was involved, because you are not even knowing who is involved. Kevo was our senior boss. He could not even tell us the next person, the person we are working with.
Because he didn't.
Yeah, mimi niliambiwa nisiambie mtu. Huyu pia aliambiwa asiambie mtu. So all of us hatuambie mtu. Yet so we are in the same room. Yes. Imagine we are in the same room and we are working for the same person and we don't know.
All this time when you have now all this money, you're in business is booming. Do your parents know?
Thank God for my dad. My dad, kuna time alikuja akaniuliza tu. You know, out of ile wasiwasi ya mzazi. Unaendelea aje Nairobi? What are you doing? What exactly are you doing in Nairobi? You know, by the way, I paid school fees by myself. He was worried, but I was telling him there are so many of us who are doing this. I'm not the only person. And of course, he had heard stories of people who work and pay school fees. So I was telling him that's my story also. I am also working and paying my fees.
Did your parents even realize you were doing drugs, not only peddling, now doing drugs?
You know, being far from the parents also sometimes can make you hide.
Yeah.
Remember they're in Mombasa. Mimi niko Nairobi. kuna hiyo distance. I used to go to Mombasa most of the time wakati wa Christmas. That is to let them aware. Lakini katikati hapa nimekuwa Mombasa karibu kila mwezi after 2 months. But they never knew. I go to Mombasa, I don't go home. I go to Mombasa, I go to Nyali. I do that. I drop my business. I go to Ukunda. I drop my business. Or I drop the package. I come back. But ile wakati now they have been calling and asking, uko wapi, mbona ufanyi ukuji home? Now you try so hard to show up and you tell them how busy you are. So ndio usi misbehave, ndio usikunywe kakitu ukiwa home, you are there for 2 days. That is the kind of life I was living. It was called living a lie. You know, I was living full of lies. People could just see me. By the way, I used to go to church sometimes. Once in a while. Ile church ya Nairobi hapa. The same church that brought me up in Mombasa, Winners Chapel, there's another branch, the bigger branch. Exactly. You know it. So that is the place I used to go. And sometimes you go there, unakatu uko nyuma, unajambia yenyewe nilikuwa I miss those days I used to sing. I used to sing even in Sunday school. So unaangalia watu wakiimba, you are like, sasa yeye anaimba aje? This one now, what is he? Anaimba off key. You know, it makes you angry. Because the music in me was still there. I was, you know, it was still there. You know, ilifika time ka guilt kana kuanga kanaenda, kana kujanga kanaenda, lakini ilifika time that guilt had to stand. Because wale vijana wenye kwa tunatumiwa kutumana or kutumiwa kwenda stations tulijuana. So we came to realize amongst ourselves, because ilifika time tukaanza kutumika vibaya, tukaribu tunashikwa na mapolisi, tunakimbia, we lose things. Sometimes even the enemies, kuna maadui huko juu, their enemies try to set us. Somebody coming with a code anakutuma, kumbe sio mkubwa wako, sio boss wako, anakuambia enda drop hii package mahali. You know, sisi we were sent by anybody. Because uwezi kuja kwangu kama ujui inafanyanga hiyo kazi. Coming with bags, unatoka library, peleka hii bag, peleka hii package, Kawangware, stage flani, door number flani, transport ndio hiyo. Kumbe ni setup ya wale maadui kule juu. You know, kuna msemo wa Kiswahili unaosema fahali wawili wapiganapo, nyasi ndio zoumia. So a friend of mine aliumia hapo, and we realized tunaanza kunyanyaswa.
Alishikwa?
Yes, alishikwa. Alishikwa na package. Alipigia besti yetu nashikwa, kimeumana, akatupa si. Alitolewa, alitolewa, they paid some money. They paid some money, akatoka. Kwanza kabla atolewe alala siku 2. And then when they came, wakasema kwamba wampatie package. They were asking for package more than the man. When they came, they told the police, give us that thing. And ni mkubwa tena wa Mombasa, mkubwa fulani wa serikalini, ndio walipiga simu kwa mkubwa mwenzake kwamba nireleaseeni hiyo mali kwanza. Leave the boy. Nipatieni hiyo mali kwanza. The mali ilitoka 20 minutes after the man ameshikwa. But the man came 2 days. So it came to realize kwamba these people value their package more than they value we or they value us. So easy, you are now building grievances pole. You are building haki yetu pole. Mara baadaye kidogo tukaambiwa kwamba tunachelewa kupeleka package. And tuliambiwa rule ni kwamba usimpatie mtu akiona na usimuulize are you the one. Ukishaambiwa ni stage flani, you go there, you wait. Unangoja. You know, peke yake ndio umpatie. All these men and boys you see around holding bags, some of them are just sent. They are waiting kwa mkubwa fulani hapo anangoja tu release package yake. We wanted to be free because tulikuwa tumesema tunataka kuacha kazi. They were telling us no, you can't.
Hamwezi acha.
You are in it. You are in this. So unajua ilifika time kwamba tukaanza kuwa na wasiwasi. They were now threatening us. When somebody tells you they know your father, when someone tells you we know your mother's name, you know, they tell you the names of family members. Na ujawai waambia.
Hapo utafanya kazi.
Exactly. This is a person who knows you inside out. Anakuambia peleka hii package. And out of that, umesikia mastori ya watu wanauawa, watu wanafanya nini. Ile ukanitipatia uoga, unajua? Because those who are trying to come out forcefully, they were killed. You know, they were either killed or they just frustrated in school. But ilifika time wakaanza kurecruit wapya, and then sisi wazee they were now trying to dispose because of the movement. So hapa ndio shida ilianzia. So because of that we had to just decide kwamba we have to have a way of survival. At the same time guilt imeanza kuwa kubwa. The guilt now is the subconscious part of it now is becoming greater and greater. Ile frequent going to the church pia, it kind of helps me. Wenyewe kunapata Bible inasema train a child how to grow.
And you know,
and when they grow they won't depart from it. That scripture is true. Okay, actually ilifika, before, let me take you back, before tukitoka pale shuleni, before we graduated in 2015, they left us. But tulikuwa na wasiwasi kama tunaangaliwa hivi what will say.
Because they had already threatened.
Yeah, so tulikuwa na wasiwasi, even people coming to graduation tulikuwa na wasiwasi bado. We don't know magari tukere inaweza lipuka, you know, we are worried. Tukifika home we are like, God thank you. When people are going back to their places after the party, ukujua ile party ya graduation, it was okay. Nothing happened. We tell God thank you. You know, we were always worried, and then now we realize, sasa, why are we telling God thank you and yet we are far away from God? No. But ilifika time sasa I went before God. That is in 2016. I went before God. Nikaambia Mungu, please, just take me the way I am. Wash me. Just cleanse me, because I'm tired. You know, I'm tired. And then I received just a newness, freshness. Ile kwamba assurance that you are forgiven, you know, assurance that whatever you did, the stuffs you did, the things you did, the children you helped spoiling in the villages, the people you helped ruining, you are forgiven. You know the saying, ya duniani analipishwa hapa duniani. Akisi isifanyike hivyo, because mimi I was just telling God, since umeshanisamea, nisamee tu iishe. Yeah, I was just telling God, just forgive me and let it come to an end. And then now an anger rose in me. An anger towards the leaders rose in me. Yeah, that's the point I wanted us to come to. Exactly. A newness of an anger. Anytime I see these people standing there and I know this person is in the cartel, nasikianga sijui aje. You know, I normally tell God, Father, replace, you know, transform our government. Fire them. I know, that's my prayer. Because ikifika time, you cannot be the reason as to why people's children are being destroyed. Imagine the only time that the youths matter, it's when it is election time. That is when they give you... Because they have the energy to throw stones. Exactly. They give you money to do stuffs. They give you this, they give you... They're lying. And the moment this person has been voted inside the government... End of the game. End of the game. And I want to pass this message to the youths of this nation. I want the youth to know that it is time up for us to be misused again. Now, I know a time will come that the mandate, or let me say the power, will be bestowed to people who are rising up right now. And I thank God, because we'll be there. And once we are there, my desire is that may God help us to be people of integrity. Because integrity is missing, or let me say is lacking in most of our leaders and even the youths who are following. And on that note, we can't go without their decadence. So we have to do it. See this. Just do this. As if you are removing something, ni kama unatoa corruption, unatoa mashida za Wakenya zote. So then you turn like this, you turn as you turn, and then you come back like that. So unasema wale wanasiasa wanasumbua wote, tunawafagia. Let's sweep them. Okay. 3 2 1 go. Fagia. Fagia corruption. Guys, it's been a very nice show. Hey, the decadence is always on top. Awesome. So, a singer said, Tasha Cobb says there is a movement. There's a movement. And I believe a movement doesn't have to be a movement like Mandela's. It could be a kingdom movement. Because at the end of the day, we want a bright future. We want a youth down there. The parents have lost hope in him.
he has also lost hope in him or herself, I want you to hear a SADIKA story. I want you to be encouraged that no matter where you are right now, there's a light in you.
Yeah.
You will shine. It's gonna be over, and there's a new movement, and God is in you.
Yes.
This is Shine with NJOKI, KAMANJA, KETHI. Stay on course. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.
Awesome.